fresh from a flight from Nashville, and then now hanging out with us. Drew Gregory is here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Good. Listen, the question I've been getting, because I've been telling people, hey, Drew Gregory is coming to visit, and even my wife, who's not a huge country fan, said, is he related to Adam Gregory? And I was like, how do you remember Adam and Gregory, but you can't remember what we talked about yesterday?
I've gotten that one before, believe it or not.
and
there's no relation.
No relation.
Not that I know of. Maybe
have you met him?
Long lost cousin or something. I have. And now there's actually a Garrett Gregory coming out in the country music scene too. So we were thinking we better all get together and maybe do a Gregory tour of some sort.
The Gregorys get together and be like,
be a band. Yeah,
could be a band. And maybe Adam Gregory has some songs from back in the day.
Yeah.
that most people wouldn't even remember. Like,
yeah,
oh, cool.
He draws a crowd though. I think he can bring a few people out for us. Yeah.
If he came here right now, I'd be like, oh, Adam Gregory show.
Where are you going?
Awesome. Okay, so you were in Nashville last couple weeks.
Yeah, for a couple weeks. Yeah, little writing trip down there. It was a good one.
Who'd you write with?
I was writing with actually another name from the past. The last write I had was with Gil Grand. That was cool.
He's kind of back into doing stuff.
Yeah, he's doing a lot.
Doing some artist development and management, I think. Or whatever.
Yeah, it was cool to hang out with him. And then Aaron Goodvin, always try to hang out with him when I'm down there. I've known him for a lot of years, back when he was just fighting the good fight down in Nashville and trying to break through. And
do you remind him of that?
Yeah.
I remember you back.
Oh yeah.
When
got to keep those friends grounded for sure. But yeah, he's always taking the time. He's been great at helping out a lot of young artists, and glad he's still doing so well, and he's still doing that. So got to write with him a couple times. A few guys I've written with just in the past. And I always try to get those people I'm comfortable with, but a few new ones on every trip as well. So this was a great trip. Just really getting more and more connections every time I get down there, and knowing who I write with the best, and making the most the couple weeks I have.
You ever walked into a writer's situation and there's no clicking? Like you just kind of you just kind of sit there. What?
I sat there.
How was dinner last night?
Yeah. Oh man, we've sat even just coming up with a hook or something. We can't agree on something, and it lasts like 3 hours, and you just haven't even. Those are the most mind drain. I could work on the farm all day and be just dead tired physically, but I am not as tired as I am trying to come up with a hook line with somebody that's just not agreeing with you. That's a draining thing.
Oh man, I tell you that. What's who's the biggest artist that you've ever just kind of stumbled into in Nashville? Because you hear those stories where I was at the hardware store and I saw.
No, Chris Young, I remember he used to hang out at a bar called Losers down there, which is right beside a bar called Winners, which is kind of funny.
Did they start as business partners and then they had a fight? That's how I think it.
I'm not sure how that all worked, but I think Chris Young might actually own some shares in one of them anyways. So saw him down there. I was always a big Rhett Atkins fan, and he got up on stage one night in the one bar we were at and sang "That Ain't My Truck," another good old tune. So yeah, it's a pretty cool town. You can run into a lot of cool people down there.
And there's good hockey there now.
There is, and people are hockey crazy down there right now. When I was first going down, you could get tickets for about $10 on a Tuesday night. I don't think you can hardly get a ticket now, so it's that's good to see a little bit of Canada coming down there.
What's gonna happen? Are you Flames? Are you Flames? True.
I am a Flames fan, and they're doing all right this year.
Doing all right. You just kind of hold your breath and go, and like the same way with the Canadians. I'm a Canadians fan.
Yeah.
And you're just like, when's the bubble gonna burst here? But it hasn't for either one really. So
keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Mm-hmm. What do you want to play?
Yeah, I guess we could do the new single. It's called Better in a Bar. Wrote this one with Aaron Goodvin as well. Still hurting this morning, but the hangover ain't the only reason why. I've been trying to find a way to find some closure since you said goodbye. But this pain is worth every dollar gone, 'cause I can finally see the light. Yeah, I wasn't too sure how to move on, but I think I figured it out last night. It's better in a crowd, buzzing with the neon, better with an old wood post I can lean on. At a myself, slept a whole month on a couch. All I really needed was some honky-tonk help. Now I'm boots back on and going out. It's better in a crowd, buzzing with the neon. Better with an old wood post I can lean on. At a time country band cover song singing. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Better with a cold beer straight from the tap. Pretty little looker looking at me like that. Getting overused, been hell on my heart. All I know so far is it's better in a bar, yeah. It's better in a crowd, buzzing with the neon. Better with a few good friends I can lean on. Out of time country band cover song singing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Better with a cold beer straight from the tap. Pretty little looker looking at me like that. Getting overused, been hell on my heart. All I know so far is it's better in a bar. Yeah, better in a bar. Yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, Thank you.
There you go. And it's still morning. So that was...
It's a real morning song.
That's even better.
Real morning song.
You and Aaron Given wrote that in Nashville?
Yeah, we did. That was one, I think, was it my last trip, I guess? Yeah,
Nice.
last, not this November, but the one before that. And yeah, I think we both are people who love kind of being in public and around people in times of good and bad. And this is, I like getting over things and being around people, when I'm going through a rough time. That's kind of what the song's about.
You mentioned farming. Do you still do that
Yeah.
at all? Are you still you're still on the farm?
Yeah, still out there, just me and Dad. So we're just a grain farm. So the winters allow me a little bit of time to go to Nashville and come out and see you guys and do a little touring. And then summer's kind of crazy. Just every weekend we're pretty much doing something on the road and then back home working on the farm during the week. So it's a busy life, but I get to do two things I love. So very fortunate.
I've been trying to learn more about farming.
Yeah.
Because I do evenings on CFCW.
Yeah.
And they when I started, they just kept saying, "You're talking to the farmer, Shilo. You're always that's who you're talking to." And I've been on a farm a couple times, just but I'm getting better.
Yeah, they haven't made you like read the farm report or anything like that yet.
No, but I'm finding out that every town has an egg society.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like you have to, if you're a town in Alberta, you have to have an agricultural
Yeah,
society.
I'm on an agricultural society out there too. It's they do a lot of good things. We kind of run the arena and the baseball
Yeah.
and all that stuff in town. So
A lot of good things are happening out there. This always impresses me too. How many acres do you guys?
we have 3,000 that we farm. We rent some of that, but yeah, seems like a lot, but we're not even.
I know.
Not one of the bigger farms.
Oh, I
out
know.
There, to be
There's
honest.
some
Yeah.
pretty big.
That's crazy.
But just that number just blows my mind. I live in a condo.
yeah. It's a little bit of land, a lot of flat, bare land out there.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you before you play another song because you're gonna do. I never asked you before. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You're doing 10 songs today, right?
Yeah, let's just keep it rolling. Come on.
I'm kidding. Okay, so what's your most embarrassing moment ever on stage that you can remember at a Drew Gregory concert where you're like, oh,
Wow.
man,
I just this past year, even it's a newer one, but I was playing Nashville North, the Calgary Stampede. It's a pretty big one. We got the drum.
I've heard of the
riser.
Stampede.
Yeah, the Stampede. It's
kind of
it's
a big
good time.
deal.
So there's 2,000-3,000 people in that tent, and I jumped up. There's a big finish to a song, and I jumped up on the drum riser, and the drummer kind of trash cans, and he's waiting for me to do the big jump off. and I jumped, and in the middle of me jumping, looked down, and there was my guitar cable was definitely wrapped around my ankle.
Oh no!
I took a pretty big spill. I kind of did a backward somersault out of it and did the big stand up and turned around, thought maybe no one was looking, and everyone's just laughing, and I had to take a bow. That was about all I could do. So
that has to be somewhere.
Yeah.
There's got to be a video of that somewhere.
I'd love it. Yeah, with social media these days, I haven't seen it yet, but the whole band was laughing. Everybody had a good chuckle. It was a pretty good moment.
I'm pretty sure if somebody can find it, it's our good buddy Brock Gallant.
All right,
and,
well,
I
look
don't
it
know
up.
if it'll happen right now, but if we do find it, we'll get that posted.
Sounds good.
I find that incredibly hilarious.
Oh, man.
What's part of these cool hangouts that we do is you get a chance to kind of maybe ask me a couple questions if you wanted to about you've been doing music forever, but
yeah,
anything you want to know from the radio side of things. Maybe you don't
putting me on the spot here now.
Or you can just ask me about my dog. I don't care. Whatever. Ask me.
What's your dog's name? That's
a cop out. Daisy.
Daisy dog.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah.
On the East Coast here, do you find some more kind of rootsier stuff works with your audience, or are they pretty mainstream country all the time?
I find a lot of the artists here are a little bit more on the rootsy, a little more traditional. But I mean, we all love us some Thomas Rhett.
Yeah,
and
all that stuff too. Yeah,
so
that's great.
But now, how about in Alberta? Do you find it a little bit mixed, or
a little mixed? I mean, same thing. I guess it depends where you're at. The major centers and the cities are probably gonna be a little more on that Thomas Rhett and pop side of country, and you get out to maybe your CFCWs and the farmer listened radio stations are probably a little more traditional, but again, I've always liked a mix of it all, and my mom's from the East Coast here too, which is why I ask. I've always loved that kind of Celtic East Coast kind of vibe, and have even had that in a few of my songs and stuff too. So it's it's always interesting.
Where's your mom from?
BEI.
Oh, wow.
Gordon Carleton, right across the bridge. Pretty close.
Yeah. There's a cows there, right?
There is.
And there's
I don't
a,
think it's open this time. I think they shut down everything.
Which is really weird, right? Because like their refrigeration cost this time of year will be a lot less.
You could just shut the heat off and be fine.
Look, our ice cream's frozen. We're good.
Why does no one want ice cream in February?
Do you get back there much?
Every couple of years. I'm planning on, if the roads are all good, trying to head over there tonight and see them for about 2 hours, and then gotta head back to Halifax and fly home. But they get out quite a bit too to stay at the farm. We try to do a family reunion out in Alberta because actually mom's got 4 or 5 brother and sisters out there as well. So half of them are out there and half are back here, 10 in the family. So
nice.
It's good old East Coast family, but always fun when we get together. It's always music is at the center of it, and I think that's where a lot of my love for music came from.
Do you play any other instruments?
I don't. Not well enough to say that I do. Okay. No, guitar's always kind of been where it's at for me, but I love jamming, love having the band. Got a guitar player who does guitar and piano, and another one that does pedal steel guitar too. So love a lot of instruments, but no, I'm a guitar man.
Well, pick up your guitar and play something.
Play another tune?
What do you want to play?
This one's maybe got a little bit of a fun East Coast vibe to it, but it's called No Good. Just a real good, happy tune. KNOW, No Good. Don't look back, don't need to look back. You can't change yesterday. Lately it's been all no good, but I know good's coming my way. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. I know some days ain't your best days. Yeah, it's okay to hurt sometimes. If you're needing that feel-good feeling, gonna shoot out the lights tonight, we're gonna make it alright. Right here, right now, let's sing it out loud. It's time for me and you. Forget about what's getting us down and remember what's getting us through. Don't look back, don't need to look back. Can't change yesterday. Lately it's been all no good, but I know good's coming my way. La 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 la. La 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 la. Everybody knows somebody who needs us down and remember what's getting us through. Don't look back, don't need to look back, can't change yesterday. Lately it's been all no good, but I know good's coming my way. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, and I know it sounds so simple. Simple, sometimes it's hard to do. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, but I know where there's a little light shining through. Yes, I do. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah, right here, right now. Let's sing it out loud. Forget about what's getting us down. No can't change yesterday. Lately it's been all no good, but I know good's coming my way. Said lately it's been all no good. I know good is coming my way. Yeah.
Nice. So excited to hear that live because I heard it a ton on CFCW. So
Yeah.
it's nice. I'm like, oh,
That's
right
a
on.
fun one.
Right
fun,
on.
fun.
So now people can grab your music everywhere, albums.
Yeah.
What's going on?
DrewGregoryMusic.com would have kind of the links to everything. It's on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music and all that good stuff. And then link to all our socials as well, which we always love to have a lot of fun on. So check us out.
Speaking of socials, Brock, did we find the
Falling?
video? Did we find the falling?
No, we only found Life is a Highway from that show.
Yeah,
So.
I see.
Life is a Highway?
Yeah.
They put Life is a Highway on, but not the falling video?
What is wrong with people? Come on.
Those Stampede people.
Must not have their phones out at the right time.
Listen, enjoy your time with your family today. Drew, thanks for taking some time.
Hey, thanks for having me.